Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a Punched Out Thursday to Die For with Kathy, Krista, Ronnie, Sue, Dorothy, myself, and Sonia. This is also May I Scraplift You, Day 6. And I kind of went off board and I chose Precious Page Paper Craft, which is Rebecca Moore. When she had her hop, I had seen this one and I had a hard time deciding what video I should use to scraplift her for her 500 subby hop. So I printed off a couple of them and decided that I will use this one too for today's May I Scraplift You. I do have this Echo Park. It was the January-February kit of this year, 2021. And it was the, I believe that's Winter Market. As we did not have a lot going on in the winter and we didn't get out to do anything fun like, sledding or anything, so I didn't have a lot of pictures to scrap with this one. We also really didn't have a snowfall until January or February here in the Midwest. I don't really remember, guys. I'd have to look at my dates. So I did get, and it was a lot of snow in a short amount of time, so I did get some pictures of my dogs in the snow and my kids shoveling snow and stuff like that. So these are my precious puppies. And they are really upset and trying to figure out what is going on with all this wet, icky, cold things on their paws. So I was just taking pictures of them because I needed some snow layouts to scrapbook. So I am going to use 2 photos instead of 1 because I really didn't want, 2 layouts with the same kind of picture. I do have my 8.5 by 11 cardstock as I have all year long, and I'm going to map my photo. I did want to mimic Rebecca and tear the bottom layers there, so I just roughly cut it with my scissors. And you guys know I have a ton of this stuff, so I'm not really trying to be precious and save, try to, make the most out of this cardstock because I want to use it up. And I do tear the bottom of both cardstocks, and then I take my Tim Holtz edge distressor, words are hard, and go ahead and rough it up just a tad more. I'm going to use this sheet as my background. Again, trying to use the collection up because it was a super huge, large kit that I had received. Well, I'm a member of the kit club. I didn't really receive it. I paid for it. But it's got the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6 and all kinds of ephemera and chipboard and cardstock, and just, it's massive. So, yeah, instead of using a plain piece of white cardstock as Rebecca did, I'm going to use the pattern one, but it's a very faint, it reads as a solid to me. I know you can see it, like the check print in there, but I actually wanted to make sure that I used up some of the pattern papers. So then I'm going to take these 2 right here and I just trim them and then tear them in half so that they can make the extra layers underneath the photo. I noticed that she had several different layers going down there and I'd only had the 2. And the pattern papers that I chose to use have some green in it, which is why I pulled some of the green cardstock. So I just want to make sure to keep adding green because it's a mostly blue layout, all shades, with pops of green in there. You did see me take the 6 by 6 paper pad and I went ahead and cut them into 3/4 strips. As Rebecca had, she had them running down from the top left and then rolled at the end and running up from the bottom right and rolling down. So I am going to line these up, and then I realized 6 by 6 was not long enough. So I'm going to go ahead and get them in the order that I want. And I'm going to tape them together just to make them long enough. But before I start doing that, I'm like, oh, I need to get some mixed media on this background. So I pull in some Nuvo Mica Mist in the ocean color, I believe. And then some Heidi Swap Color Shine in Sweet Mint, just to pop in some more of that green. Now I was trying to get some of those big splatters and I couldn't, so I just made them. Yeah, see, so I just make a whole bunch of big splatters, and I'm trying to figure out where to put this next one. I want them to make it look like they, fell naturally on the page. And I'm going to splatter that up, and then I'm going to take the mint and I'm going to splatter that up as well. When you see me flip the bottle over like that, I'm just making sure that all the shimmer has mixed in, and once you can see the clear on the bottom, that's how I know. Now I did really flick it at it and get some really cool paint splatters. While that was drying and off screen, you see that I went ahead and made some longer strips, and I took the two that I knew may show from the edges of the photo of the two floral patterns, so you wouldn't be able to see that they were pieced together, and you really can't. Like on the snowman paper and the green paper, you definitely could tell where I pieced it together because the pattern is so sharp, but the two florals, it was fairly easy to do. I also remind you guys that today is the twofer, and I am doing this for Punched Out Thursday to Die For, and also the May I Scraplift You. So in the description box below, I will have both groups of wonderful lovelies that are playing along today. So as you see, I'm going to lightly tack that down, and then I start rolling that. Now it was taking a little bit longer than I'd like to admit. So I do this off screen, and before I come back, Rebecca also had the strips sewn onto the paper, so I busted out my sewing machine and I sewed everything down as well and have them rolled up. So now I'm trying to figure out, I want to make sure that my rolls stay. So I'm just going to take my tear tape here and I just stick it right where my sewing stitch line ended, and then peel it up and roll the paper back onto itself so that it sticks. Again, I don't make you watch me do all these because I have to go to the top and do it as well. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. So when you get done watching my video, don't forget to hop on over to my Thursday Gal Pals and see what they did for a Punched Out Thursday to Die For. And then also go see all the wonderful lovelies that are playing along in the May I Scraplift You that was put together by Crystal Barrett, and we're from Pineapple Papers, and I'm having so much fun. It was really hard to go through the list of people and try to choose one layout. Now today you will notice that I'm doing someone different, and like I said, it was because I had this, and when I had copied down the links for the May I Scraplift You challenge, I don't know, I copied day 6's wrong, and I couldn't find the lovely that everyone is scraplifting. I couldn't find her on Instagram. So I had to, and I couldn't find the original post because sometimes technology is not my friend. So I wanted to definitely have a video for today, so I just went ahead and I went way rogue. Now also at this point, you're seeing me start to glue all the fun embellishments down, and you're probably saying, Rebecca, isn't this for a Punched Out Thursday to Die For? And I would say to you, yes. And I was so excited to scraplift Rebecca in this fun layout that I forgot about Punched Out Thursday to Die For. So I remember it at the end, and I do bring in a star punch. So it was kind of cheating on my part, and I will totally, apologize for that. But I do add in a whole bunch of fun stars and get my punches on there. So very minimal punch usage this week, but still did it. But I just have so many videos and commitments and hops and now design teams that and guest designer spots that I can't, I did not want to do 2 videos for today. So I threw it in at the end, and I will make up for it next Thursday. I promise everyone I will have a punched die ensemble. So this right here says Snowflake Kisses, and I really wanted to put it up there so it didn't look crazy. So I kind of hid the E in the snowflake. Totally fine. I did forget when I turned this over that I did not use my washi. And the only way that I know how to use washi is to adhere stuff to the back of the page. And I wanted to make sure that I get my threads on my sewing machine tucked down. So I'm just trying to use up as much as I can because now we're in spring and it is warm and there are going to be no more snow pictures. And I really didn't want to hang on to this kit until next year, but I did not use enough to unkit it. So yeah, you'll see me use it again when winter hits the area in a couple of seasons. But that's okay because it's a fabulously fun layout. So I stick a border strip up at the top. I'm going to come in and pop some enamel dots in and around. And like I said, at this point, I'm thinking, all right, I'm done. Maybe add a couple little snowflakes from the sticker sheet. And that's when I realized I did not use a punch. So you will see me come back and I will start punching out the scraps that I had left over from those little 6x6 sheets, which helped anyway because then I didn't save any baby scraps. That one right there, I accidentally peeled the backing off when I was peeling it up. I had created this during International Scrapbooking Day weekend in the morning, so I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun playing along. I was hanging out over on Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group because I'm a member of the design team, and I just loved watching everybody create such fun and amazing layouts using cut files. So yeah, if you guys want to get into cut files, let me know, and I will think about maybe doing a series using some cut files where other than my design team layouts that'll be coming for the next 6 months, I'll start showing you guys like simpler techniques on how to do those because cut files can, yes, be intimidating, but you guys know a lot of things intimidate me, but I make it to be real simple. All right, so there's my punch, there's my stars, there's my layouts. Don't forget to check everybody out. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up, click that subscribe button down below, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.